OTA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Tackle made.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 4. From the shotgun,
good play.
And Tate's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
Good run.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
Come on, guys.
Going to get it inside the
Feel that.
7-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw.
Come on, he's supposed to be there. Knew where he was going.
Bengals. second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, but whatever they said appears to have worked. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. But keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It's called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Don't make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
They'll run on first down with Akers. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
Now, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. To throw is Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now a run with Akers.
Come on, Akers, get over there. Touchdown, boy.
Gains that one for 14 yards and another first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
Try to get what you can.
Just down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Akers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
Good play. Good play. Good play. Better be that boy.
Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10.
Come on, I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him. Oh, they're going to call a flag. I wasn't even trying to push the guy.
This one to the 30-yard line.
Come on,
so
man.
they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Can't play physical on this game.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Good play.
And he went nowhere.
Good play.
He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. Really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Woo! Could have got him. Almost got him. Almost had him.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there,
Almost had him.
A chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Yeah, we're good.
From the
We're good. We're good here. We're good here. We're good here. We're good here. Give me that. We're good here. We're good here.
Picked up by Levante David.
We're good here.
Get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on, Ed. Come on, Ed. Let's go now.
quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he gets it to the 34.
Too long to get that block, big fella. Take it too long to get that block.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And the Chargers first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I don't think so, baby.
Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
I think I used the last of it in my marinade from the States.
You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll look to run with Akers. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they fall.
Damn good move. Shouldn't have died. You know better than that, Mark.
So what was the
Don't die.
Get them down there the first time. Get back
Overcommit.
close to that.
Put your chest to the ball carrier.
He'll get a nice chunk.
Put your chest on the ball carrier.
And it's 2nd and 4.
You leave your feet, you lost control. Leave your feet, you lost control.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right.
Good play, good play. Way to stay with him on that, man.
Too much contact to hold on to
Good
that.
job.
It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their
That was
advantage
awareness there.
downfield. Go up and make the catch. take the hit and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Damn.
He'll find his
Good play.
back, Joe Mixon.
Good play, boy.
Able to get this one across
Good
the
play.
45 before he's brought down. Give
Nice
him
play.
17 and a Cincinnati first
That's
down.
adjustment at the line.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get out there. Get out there. Let's go. Let's go, boy. Come on, Murray. Come on, Murray. Come on, Murray. Good job, baby.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that
Good job.
pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
What they play? Derwin James. Good job, man. Just 1 point, so I guess we get the ball first and second half. I'm glad I changed that. I get tired of kicking the ball in the second half. Just 1 point out of there. So that's all we want.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
3'll do. 3'll do. 3'll do. I take 7 too, though. Woo! Ah! Thought you could get around him.
He'll get it down to the 7.
Thought you could get around him.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A little too risky. Watch him, though. Got him.
Jackson going to
Got
throw
him.
quickly here, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
But I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Play.
Picked up by
Levante.
David. And the
Good play,
return
baby.
will
Let's
be
get some
stopped
points out of this.
at the 34-yard
Let's get some points out of it.
Boy, so another
some points
interception,
out of it.
CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Damn.
Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Jackson now.
Throw it away. Throw it away, boy.
With the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Chargers.
That's the beauty of having a quarterback that can run. If you're going to spy him, somebody got to be open.
Now a timeout signaled for
Somebody got to be running
10
free.
seconds to go before halftime.
Ain't got to run.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got his man.
Beautiful play.
It's caught.
Beautiful play.
Touchdown, Chargers. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first
Way to keep your eyes downfield, boy.
Add on to their lead.
Way to keep your eyes
That
downfield.
excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That
Hey, keep
can
your
totally
eyes
change the
downfield.
complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now Akers to start the third quarter.
Ah!
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
I like this shit.
Out of the gun, Eckler.
Ah, I should have hit the hole. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Boy done got loose, ain't it? That boy done got loose, ain't it? That boy done got loose.
All the way in for a Charger touchdown.
That boy done got loose.
Eckler, his second touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house.
I used to be a little old bitty running backs,
man.
man.
Half, that got done.
Used to the big dogs.
Following the touchdown,
right,
Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He goes right back to
come on, make the
this
tackle.
time he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
50-yard line.
From midfield now, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Ooh,
and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people.
This one pick now, you do that same shit now.
And they stop.
Do that same thing. Pick. Pick.
Flush to his right.
Pick. Oh, you better go shout. You better go shout.
Tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
1st down, here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun to give to Mixon.
Good play.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Not bad. Not bad.
8 yards that time. Able
Not
to
bad.
take off, and the result is a 1st down.
My fault.
A little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now Burrow on 1st
Woo!
down.
Get there. Get there.
It's the tight end, Reed.
Come on, boy.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Forced out to his left. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Good play.
Goodness,
Good play. He wants to scramble. He wants to scramble. Through that pass off.
Defense stands tall and they get the football back.
Is a turnover on down.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much
I got the sideline.
Put a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Boy, I'm not studying you. Trying to bait me. Go right there, though. Go right there, though.
And it's complete. And he'll be corralled well up.
I learned that from you.
Around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Nice pass, boy.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jackson on 1st down. Throwing right.
Get out of that water. Get out of that water. Way to read. Way to read that safety. Just because he show cover too, don't mean he in it. It don't mean he in it.
And this Charger
Might show
offense
two
is
safeties up there.
running away with this
That
one.
safety move down when that
They
ball snap.
seemingly just continue to score at
You
will.
bumping me.
As great as
I'm
it's
gonna throw
been for
that
the offense,
motherfucker.
you got to feel for that defense down there.
Sure gonna do it.
How you use the word will, because both teams came
Y'all be
into
with
the
that slick
game
shit.
with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now,
Wasn't the
that's a
prettiest ball,
defense
though,
that's in
Lamar.
tatters after what they faced
That
in
ball
this
was yucky.
game.
Following the touchdown, Badgley
You got
out
strong
there to
arm. You
kick it
supposed to throw that
away.
ball better than that now.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had.
Not bad.
Offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again.
He did a great job of carrying that fake out. Great job, quarterback.
It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a
I thought that was a play
defense
action.
doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll drop this one down to mix it.
Not
He's
bad.
taken down right at the 45-yard line.
No problem.
For 21 yards
No
on
problem.
the catch and run.
Now, this
You
game
gotta
was
fix for it.
decided a while ago, and that completion there
You gotta
is gonna
fix for it.
artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right
gotta
now,
fix for
the
it.
one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Ah!
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Make a tackle, Levante.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Shit. I always do that.
Down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I'll come down and bump him with that damn safety.
Time in a Cincinnati first down.
But sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
You know what they coming with? Play action.
First down. Mixon.
Ah.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go play action with Burrow.
Shit.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Not bad,
It's
guys.
Tyler Boyd.
My fault.
Tyler Boyd. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are in for 6.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3
Took a chance on that
games
one.
in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's second down. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it over inside,
good play. Way to pursue to the ball. Good pursuit to the ball.
They're going to crowd it. You may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational.
You run this route and can you throw this ball?
Spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Los Angeles.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Hold that block.
The man is Samuel.
Allen.
Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Option play, and they'll get back to it. And they're going to score again.
I ain't got to pitch it outside, Allen. I got a shovel pass off that same play.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0,
that was
really
beautiful.
have some momentum.
You can change your settings to be on my to play aggressive on the running back.
Confident, aggressive,
on the pitch man.
This looks like a team,
but not on the inside pitch man.
Guess what? Behind closed doors,
not on him.
Trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
For the Chargers.
That shoulder pass messed your ass
out
up.
there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because
Good one.
a lot of people watching the
Good
body
one.
language of the guys on the field now, and if they do it as they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
It's a beautiful play.
Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Burrow's pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd.
Now it's Burrow.
The 47.
Throw left side, complete. It's Boyd. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Follow his body language. Follow his body language. Follow his body. Follow his body language. Go. Ah, too slow. Too slow.
That's Boyd. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. A final shot now for Burrow.
Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Remember, so many times, we can take that shit.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all good.